is the party edition of the episode. And speaking of party edition, we are joined in studio by the Kings themselves. They are in the mix right now. That was their song, SASEZOLA. What a banger. Noves and Born Kxng. Welcome to the F-side, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us, guys.
Thank you very much for having us.
So, why are we dancing more to your song than you are, guys? Hi,
We've
guys.
been dancing on TikTok. We've been singing us.
We're giving you guys a chance
to shine.
Thank you, friends.
So let's talk about it. I mean, you're moving from TikTok and your song is trending on TikTok and now you're on playlists. Talk to us about just the conception of SASEZOLA.
SASEZOLA, it just, more than anything, it is really God showing out for us. Because more than anything, we've been on the journey, literally clocking 10 years on the journey.
Wow.
Now everything happening like this is just like, yo, God is literally showing up for us.
Lucky number 10. So this collaboration, where did this come from? When did this start?
So, yeah, I knew Novex, I think 2024, right? Yeah, we started working 2024, but like, well, the way we worked, it didn't click at first, you know. So, and then fast forward 2025, he was working on his project. He was working on this nostalgic sound and stuff. So he wanted basically me to help him because I know how to play keys and then write music for other artists as well. So we worked on his project, which is out right now. And then fast forward 2026 this year. 2026, he has a friend called Happy Hands. He's the one who's playing the bass on the song, so he came with him. So I asked Happy Hands to work on my other songs to add bass. So he was just there as a friend, you know, chilling in the studio. When we were done with like every process, he took his laptop and then he opened some songs and beats for me to play keys on top of them and stuff. And then he said, hey, oh boy, I have this sound, can we do it? So he like a beat, but I was like, hey boy, I'm not feeling this one. Can you just remove the chords and everything, just shear the percussions only, you know? So literally it didn't even take 15 minutes. I started do what you hear there. And then yeah, I was like, hey boy, I'm entering this one now. I wrote Istimela SASEZOLA, I recorded, and then the rest is just history.
So the original Istimela SASEZOLA is quite, like you said, it's a huge song from the 80s, if I'm not mistaken. And you decided to almost play on that nostalgic sound and everything from like the 80s. But this is a crisp new sound.
It's refreshing.
It is. It's such a smart way to kind of reintroduce a song and a sound, because to me it still sounds nostalgic, but it's a different take on the sound. How much of a challenge was it to make it, you know, sound different but still, you know, appeal to like an older crowd and appeal to that nostalgia in us?
To be honest, we didn't have any challenges.
Wow.
Everything was just like, it was flowing.
Yeah, it was genuine. Everything was,
as he said, it didn't even take 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you know. Just play it, and then SASEZOLA.
and that was it.
Literally.
You make it seem so simple,
I feel like maybe the thing is that he's been helping me work on the sound.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like I'd say that we clocked it finally.
Speaking of clocking it and speaking of the sound, what is the sound in your guys' words? What would you call this?
So there's a friend of ours, he's also on the song, so he did some production on the song.
Okay.
He just said he didn't want to. Like,
but
no.
genre-wise, what are we working with here?
So he calls it
Stepped up.
Stepped up into that.
From last year when I played in my EP that Born helped me with, this one we call it stepped up.
I like that.
You know, so he in his definition, he was like, this is the music that people are gonna be repeating everywhere. When you go to Small Street, they're gonna be playing it. When you go to Taverns, they're gonna be playing it. You know, and then now we hear
weddings,
having a song that's literally playing everywhere.
Because it's giving step. I don't know.
is.
In my mind, I was like, In like a step,
Yeah.
like, you know, people walking in and out.
You know, Nsako's about her step because she's planning a wedding. So she's probably going to have you guys performing there as well.
There's actually a challenge for this song, a step challenge. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to teach us in school. That's off air. But let's chat about futuristically what you guys are hoping to create in terms of your music, your production. Where are we going after this?
I think we'll continue working, you know, but like obviously Novex is his own brand and Born Kxng is also his own brand. We'll venture out, but like we'll definitely continue working. We are actually working on another single.
Guys, we need more stab.
Yeah, more stab.
And you know what I'm hearing from you guys is, you know, I don't know if it's just like a young person thing, but there's this act of collaboration. People get afraid of working together because you feel like your brand gets swallowed in that.
True.
You know, who are some of the inspirations? Because when I think of collaborations that stand on their own but still come together, I think Kabza and Maporisa, for example. You know, I think of back in the day, Casper and Ricky, where they worked together a lot, but they stood on their own. So who are some of you guys' inspirations and the people that are mentoring you on this journey?
So for me, a lot of things changed when I had an opportunity of being in the same studio with Kelvin Momo. You know?
Everyone says
because for me, like, I come from an era of making Afropop music. Afropop, I'll just produce everything alone, give the beat to someone else, and they record. You know, and then when I was in Kelvin Momo's studio, I was just seeing how they're making music. He's literally on the table. There's a guy who's playing keys, there's a guy who's doing a bass line, and there's vocalists, right? And I was like, no way.
It's a machine.
You know? So that's why I was like, okay, this is the time for me to grow. You know, that's why I reached out to Born, because he can play chords. For me, I do play, but the process is very long. You know, so for him, he's done. You know, so that's why I learned the importance of collaboration.
I was about to say that's the smart way of looking at it, because other people would want to do it themselves, but you saw my shortcuts and you took them and look at now. Gentlemen, Novex and Born Kxng, thank you so much for joining us on the Upside. More power to you and the song. It is a graduation song, it's a wedding song, it's my birthday song.
South African song.
Everywhere.
National anthem. After Sister Bettina, you guys are up. Novex
thank
and
you so
Born
much.
Kxng. It is the Upside.
This is what we're going to be listening to on Sunday, Bafana Bafana.
We're vouching for them.
Like, before we also let you go, where can we find you on social media?
So you can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter at Novex. That's it.
And then you can find me everywhere. It's Born Kxng.
Hey, you wonder how you manifest, guys.
Born Kxng and Novex, we need to learn this step.
Definitely.
At Channel Africa 1, go check it out, and Sak and I will be doing our thing with these